Okay. So at the moment we're in Edinburg, UK, and we are at the BitcoinCollective conference, which is a Bitcoin only, no shitcoins. And here with me is Jim Duffy, who is the organizer of this conference, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm part of a big team.
I can imagine. Saying that, please elaborate. Like, how big is the team? Do you have like different people managing different parts of the organization? How does the whole organization work?
So we have a team of about 6. So 6 of us, 3 family members, and we have a bunch of volunteers, maybe about 15 volunteers. So we've had to be really entrepreneurial about how we run this conference because we didn't have a lot of money. So we've used every piece of resource. My mother-in-law and father-in-law were setting up the stage and building the furniture. So it's a family-led startup conference.
Amazing. I absolutely know what you mean, especially in a bear market where prices are low. The people who are left, the people who take from their time to come to a conference, purchase tickets to support financially the conference so it can happen.
Yeah.
Because if no one is purchasing tickets, like how are you going to finance it? You need people to be able to support an event like this to happen. Because look at this, it's amazing. We already shot a clip showing all the different venues and so on. It's just top notch, amazing. Yeah. Really great job from the whole team. So it's at a people of 6 who everyone chips in whatever they can, and a bunch of volunteers. Yeah?
Yes, and we've kept it really small, really tight. Built a team. Everyone's responsible, and everyone has to play their part. So today we've got little walkie-talkies, and we're using the walkie-talkies, and we're just making sure that our speakers are looked after. We're temperature checking the audience to make sure that everything's good. Making sure people have got their lunches on time, making sure the speakers are where they're supposed to be. And so far everything seems to be working okay.
Absolutely, yeah. I must say, yeah, even the people who are the hosts, the one that run the show on the scene, they're doing brilliant job.
Thank you. I mean, when we started this conference, probably like your conference in Bulgaria, we had the idea and then we reached out to people like Greg Voss and Larry Lepard and Jeff Booth, and we said, would you come? When you get the buy-in from these guys and they say, we're going to come, it just makes your life so much easier because you know you're going to have really good Bitcoin content for the guests and the people that pay money to see it. So that's blown me away. That's been one of the biggest. The amount of goodwill from speakers that want to come here and give 2 days of their lives with their families. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely, amazing. I was going to ask you, when did the whole preparation of the conference start? Like how long ago?
So 6 months ago, I woke up in the morning and said, let's do a Bitcoin conference. And within a month, we formed a company, we put it out on Twitter, we put it on our podcast, and then OKX came on and said, what are you doing? We told them what we're doing, they said, we'd like to sponsor that. So we said, great, so then we started to talk to them, and then the team, some people left a job to come to us, and then we just built it up in my dining room in the house. So we didn't have an office, we just cleared the dining room table, and that was the war room.
Amazing. Can you tell us just a bit about yourself then? Because I would imagine you're a Bitcoiner, right? If you're doing a Bitcoin conference. So can you tell us, in short, your Bitcoin story? Like, when did you first hear about it? Did you immediately click in your brain, or were you like, oh, that's some fake internet money? How did it all come to be?
So it didn't click in my brain. About 2017, I was buying Tron, I was buying Cardano, I was buying Reserve, I was podding about these things, and I knew about Bitcoin, but I was like, oh, I don't really understand it. And it was only about 7 or 8 months ago that we brought Jeff, Greg, Larry on the podcast, and they started to talk to us about it. And then Jordan and I said, hold on a minute here, we need to think this through. And we went away and we read about it, we watched YouTube videos, and we asked people, and we emailed the guys and said, answer these questions, and then the penny just went bang. What have we been doing for the last 4 years? And we just switched everything to Bitcoin, and that was it. That's the journey. So we went from, Bitcoin, to shitcoin to Bitcoin. But now we really understand it.
Yeah, amazing. And can you please tell us, like, is there any other family members, not from the ones that are involved directly with the conference, but or you know, like cousins or aunts or anything like that, that you were able successfully to orange peel?
Yeah. So we've orange pilled my mother and father-in-law.
Amazing.
And we orange pilled their next door neighbours.
Nice.
Which is brilliant. So, and it's just having conversations all the time with people. I've orange pilled friends and friends of friends, and sometimes you've got to be careful, because when you start talking about Bitcoin, you don't want them to switch off. It's framing the conversation in such a way they go, yeah, I'm not happy with paying that. Yeah, that costs a fortune. And then you can say, well, let me tell you why, about the money you've got and how rubbish it is. And then you can lead into Bitcoin, as opposed to, let me tell you about Bitcoin, if you don't buy it, you're going to go to hell. So it's just framing it over 2 or 3 conversations with them. It's almost like guerrilla marketing with your family and friends.
Yeah. So today and yesterday, from the conference so far, is there anything that you're most proud of? Obviously the whole conference is a huge success, but anything particular that you personally really love?
So I love the fact that you've got such a mix of ages. So apart from the fact there's people from all over the world.
The person here behind the camera is 21, 2 years old, and War is like 65, 67 or something.
Yeah.
And you've seen people in the audience, like there was this Poles raise hand if you're over 60, and like 5-10 people raise their hand. So absolutely a big mixture of all different ages. And actually, yesterday Peter McCormack was over there with his daughter, who's 12 years old, and she was here at the Bitcoin conference. Like, how cool is that?
That was amazing. 12 years of age, and so we were able to open the conference with men with grey hair, and then yesterday we closed the conference with the young folks talking about Bitcoin, and you had so much hope when you looked at them, because you said, these folks get it and they'll carry it on over the next 20 years.
Amazing. Literally a revolution is happening today. The new generation is so digitally native that to them, you know, like, because especially in Bulgaria, there's a lot of people that like cash, they like to touch it. They trust the paper, that's it. Like, it must be a dead man on my paper and then I trust it. If it's not with a dead man, like, you know, don't tell me about it. And but the new generation, especially let's say with video games, if there's currencies in the video games, people start seeing value even in things that you know, like, they have utility to them even if they don't have to other. What I'm saying is, at the moment Bitcoin, because adoption is still very early, let's say I accept for my services, for my time, I accept Bitcoin. Anyone that wants to pay with Bitcoin, I even prefer it. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that constantly ask this question, like, oh, where can I purchase anything with Bitcoin? This is why I'm so happy that Coin Corner over there have their both cards with which you can accept now Bitcoin directly without even having your phone with you.
I mean, it is early, and I think what will happen is, I think you're going to see Visa, I think you're going to see MasterCard, I think you're going to see PayPal really moving into this space in terms of payments. So it's great to see Bitcoin businesses being there. Who knows, maybe these big companies will buy them or buy their technology one day, hopefully not copy it. So, and again, it goes back to that, we're so early. I think the next 5 years are going to be like the last 13 years for Bitcoin. I think they're going to go so fast, and so many new developments, and so much regulation, and so much more adoption. I think it's going to accelerate over the next 5 years.
Absolutely agree. You know, it's the S-curve, you know, it goes parabolic at one point, and we haven't even started it. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for organizing all of this. You can see there is a lot of happy faces here, a lot of people having so much fun, getting the community together, especially in Bitcoin in particular. There's a lot of people who feel alone, just because that's why I asked the question, like, have you orange pilled anyone? There's a lot of people that come in these gatherings by themselves. Yesterday, a dude over there talked to me and he asked me, are you alone here? And I was like, no, we are 8 people from Bulgaria all together. We came here to support this event, the Bitcoin conference in UK. And he said because he's alone, he was from Glasgow. And I, you know, instantly introduced him to the whole group so he had someone to chit chat. And I feel him, and I know why he comes alone, because back in 2017-18 when I started, it was just me
Yeah.
and one dude from Slovenia, the country, and it was just the two of us. That's
Amazing.
it. That's it. And during the whole bear market, no one wants to hear about Bitcoin. Oh, it's dead. Oh, it's 3,000. Oh, it's 6,000. It used to be 20,000 or whatever. But once you hit a new all-time high, all my colleagues like, oh, Pawan, you're the Bitcoin guy, right? Can you please tell us again, is it a good time to buy? Like, dude, you slept through the whole bear market.
Yeah. And I'm coming to Bulgaria next year.
Awesome. Thank
Cheers,
you.
thank you.
Cheers.